Hey everybody, we're talking about the SCX2 and we are talking about our Toyota build here in this video, and today's segment is on how we got the body mounted. It was actually a lot easier than you think, and we'll give you some tips to do body mounting on a lot of bodies. Not just these, but there's a ton of bodies that you can pull this trick into, and so have a look at this. It's really simple stuff that we can get anywhere. If you have a knife and a saw and or screwdrivers and drills, you can do this. It's really easy. So take a look. Everybody knows how to get a piece of cardboard, and if you can scribble on a piece of cardboard, then you'll be able to do this. And everybody knows that this is a little cutting board from your local kitchen shop or something like that, discount store. This is the simplest thing that anybody can find. Anybody's got a hardware store, Walmart, Target, discount home hardware, box store, anything like that, they've got these. Kitchen cutting board. You're going to need to find something that's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1/4 inch thick to 3/16 thick. That would be about 5 or 6 millimeters thick. And with your fancy piece of cardboard and a pen, you will be able to recreate something fantastic. And we're going to show you how now. On this truck, because we have a hard body and we're keeping the stock bumpers on it, we're making a pretty stock looking truck for the Canadian Forestry Services. We have this really nice heavy duty solid plastic bumper that's molded right into the body on the front and the back. It's got a curve in it, a little flat here, and then it curves all the way around. That creates this natural cup in the bumper. On the back we have this flat here, and it curves all the way around. We have this natural cup here in the bumper. It's almost like a receptacle. It's like the bumper is like this, and we're going to make a piece of plastic that literally slides right into that cup right there on the back bumper. The front is the same. There's this cup in the front, and we're going to make a piece of plastic that actually slides right into that cup in the front. Okay? That's what this is all about. And at the end of the day, what we ended up with was this. A big flat piece of plastic in the back, and it's bolted to the SCX2 body or chassis, sorry. And you can see here it actually fits inside this groove into the body. It fits inside that bumper groove. I mean, that's the most solid bumper support you could ever have. So I'll show you how we did that. The way that this body comes off then is because it's captured here. The front of this body happens to have these two little square posts in the front bumper right here. I'll show you those right now. The way that we get this body off is actually just by pushing it forward against the frame to kind of like pull the body out, so it'll come all over and up off of the mount. So I'm just going to stick my fingers in there and pull that up like that. And so I'll show you what I did with the tabs in the front. You see in here there's these two little squares right there. There's two squares right there, and they're kind of on this body they're a little bit of an indentation right here. Little square there, another one there. And so what I actually did was I created this little plastic cutout that sits inside the frame rail where the front SCX2 bumper mount used to be. It just slides in the frame rail, and it comes out, and it has these little square tabs sticking out with a space in the middle, and that becomes the front body mount. So you see that? That's just a piece of plastic that was cut up to fit the two little squares, and then it bolts into the side of the frame where the the front bumper mount used to be on the SCX2. That's it, just a piece of plastic. And in the back, the piece of plastic is cut out. First of all, it was cardboardized. So we took our piece of cardboard and we fit it into the body and cut it at the bottom. And then we fit it into the chassis like this. And we marked that up on the cardboard, cut it up. And then we figured out where the bolt holes would be in the SCX2 parts that are already there, the cross members and such. And we poked those holes through it. And then we transferred the pen and cardboard onto the plastic sheet and cut it out. It's really easy to cut. That plastic stuff's easy to cut. And it's rock solid. And so it actually just clips right in here. This piece of cardboard here slides right in to the bumper like this. So it slides right into that channel right there. See that? So you just make one out of cardboard first, and then you get your trusty cutting board, you chop it up. You can get them in black, you get them in white. They come in, if you want hot pink, they probably have those too, but I don't want that for my Toyota. So anyway, that's it. And this is ready to go now. We've got this great big tray in the back. Of course, you could put tons of electronics and stuff on here. What I'm actually going to do is this truck is going to be wired with all the lights and everything. So the light controller will be in the back corner here. And then I'm going to run the power for the light controller down the chassis into the electronics box in the front. And because I don't want to have to remove my body to get the battery out, I'm going to put the Bauhaus RC flip kit in this. So I'm actually going to turn the tranny around here and put in the Bauhaus RC front radio tray, or I guess it's a battery tray, but I'm going to use it for a radio tray and a servo mount. So I'll put that stuff in the front, and that'll get me my whole interior space that I need to put in my interior kit. And then on the back here, because I have so much real estate in the back, I'm actually going to cut a square out of this hole, right? Cut a hole out of the back here that goes all the way through. And then I'm going to make a little gas tank, sort of a cover that'll attach on the bottom here, and I'm going to use that hole as my drop in for my battery pack. So my battery will actually go in from the bottom up, and it'll just sit behind the tailgate in the interior here, and I'll cover it with cargo and stuff. So that should be great. I'm going to put this back on just so you can see how easy this is. We're going to slide this here, and that just slides right on. So this is attached now, rock solid. And then in the front, I'm just going to pull it down over top of this lip, which takes a little bit more effort, but that's fine. And I'm going to line that up here so that it's sitting all nice and square in on the body. There we go. That is completely rock solid, and that's how you can get yourself a body mount on just about any body, hard body you can think of. And if you're trying to mount something funny like a Lexan or something like that that doesn't have a hard capture like this, you can actually just create one by gluing a piece of styrene channel inside the front of the Lexan or some other kind of a body. Create a channel that you can use for the same trick, and then you just stretch the body out to get it off and on, and you're done. No pins, no clips, no magnets, no fuss, and you can build these at home with some kind of a fancy non-toxic plastic like this. Go to it, guys. Happy body mounting.